Everyone, it's Bonita from Pennies to Dollars. And today I thought we would talk a little bit about being frugal and how it is all in what you get used to. When I grew up, we never stayed in a hotel. When we did go on vacation, we always stayed in a home-built camper that my dad had made that went on the back of a pickup. We boondocked and we didn't have a fan, we didn't have electricity, and Mom would cook on a camp stove. And the first time I stayed in a hotel was when I got married for my honeymoon. That was the very first time I ever stayed in a hotel. But up until that time, my second oldest brother would go custom cutting, and he would come back, and I was just a little kid, and he would bring me these little soaps and shampoos from the hotel, and I just treasured these. I thought they were the most special thing ever, and I didn't even want to use them. I just saved them because they were so special, because I'd never seen tiny individual packaged soaps, shampoos, and I just thought they were the best. So I had a big metal coffee can full of these little soaps and shampoos that he would bring me. And as I got older and he quit doing that, I quit getting those to add to my stash. And then when I got old enough that I did stay in hotels and I saw these little things, I would bring them home, and still I would keep them, I would treasure them, and I wouldn't use them because it's what I had gotten used to. I've started pulling those out and using them, of course, and we use bar soap again. We don't use the squirt kind because I just feel like it's much more cost effective to use the bar soap. That's what I grew up with. And so we're back to using bar soap again, and it does save a bunch of money. And even these little tiny soaps that I'm pulling out from when I had saved them also are saving us money because we're using them instead of purchasing something else. They also, once in a while, would have these little tiny coffees, and these are instant coffees. And who really drinks instant coffee? My dad did. My dad would drink instant coffee. We didn't have a coffee pot growing up. He made instant coffee and instant tea. And when they'd have these in the hotels, I would bring them home even though I didn't even drink coffee. But these little individual packets make wonderful, wonderful homemade coffee flavored ice cream. I use about 3 of them in my ice cream maker, and I have a video on how to make the ice cream. And I just add 3 of those in there, and it's absolutely wonderful. But they sell these in these little individual packages at the dollar store, and I think there's maybe 6 in a box for $1.25. But I had saved these, and I'm using them, and I know they have to be extremely old. Oh my gosh, 2010. That's how old these are. And we just made coffee ice cream with them last night, and it was fabulous. There's so many things that go beyond the date. So many things. And if you want me to do a video on that, I'll do a video on the things that I use that go beyond the date. But the best thing you can do is just make a game plan. Make a game plan on how you are going to manage your money. Keep your daily expenses in check. Keep them at a manageable level. Live within your means. We hear that all of the time. And sometimes I don't know if people really understand what that means. It doesn't mean that you have a credit card with enough credit on there. It means that you bring in enough money to pay for that in cash without going into debt to purchase it. And living within your means is hard to do at times if you have not learned to do it and you have not made yourself do it. It's always easier to save that dollar than to earn it. And I'm going to say that one more time because it seems backwards today, doesn't it? It's easier to save that dollar than to earn it. It's easier to spend that dollar than to earn it. Think about that for a minute. If you don't have a job, you still have to spend that dollar. But it's hard to earn it, isn't it? So it's actually easier to save that dollar than to have to go out and figure out how to earn that dollar back. And if you do earn that dollar back, you're going to take taxes out of that dollar. The dollar that you have is already yours, 100% yours. So value that. Think about your purchases. Make them mean something when you spend that dollar. Don't just frivolously give that dollar away or give multiple dollars away by buying something that's not within your means. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be frugal. It's okay to save where other people would normally spend. Somebody said on my TikTok this morning that they don't buy Ziploc bags, and that the teacher had sent home a note that they wanted one Ziploc bag. And they didn't want to have to go buy a box of Ziploc bags when that's something they don't even buy, just to send one in. It's okay to be different. People just assume that everybody buys these things or everybody has these things in their cabinet. But not all of us do, because some of us value that dollar and we would rather spend it in another way. And we found other ways to make do without buying that box of Ziploc bags. How much does it matter if you can afford something? Does it matter if you can afford it? If you have money sitting in the bank that you've saved and you need to go buy a washing machine, does it matter? I can tell you it matters if you don't have it in your savings account to buy that washing machine. It matters quite a bit. So think about things in a way where it will make it easier on you. Saving that money makes it easier on you. It's okay to be different. It's okay to save in ways that other people don't save. It's okay to live frugally. Little ways that I save every day is I use 2 tablespoons to wash my clothes with detergent. 2 tablespoons I use in an entire load of laundry. And I have 1 jug of laundry detergent that says it does 32 washes, and I've had it for months and months and months on end now. And I still have about half left. I use 1 teaspoon of that concentrated hand or dish detergent to wash my dishes by hand. And again, the same jug has lasted me months and months and months. Does it matter that I'm saving this? Does it matter that I can afford to buy more? It would matter if I couldn't afford to buy more. And by doing that, it's that easy save of a $10 bill, like I've talked about in a couple of videos back. It's so easy to save $10 just by cutting out a few things and not having to buy that dish detergent again and that laundry soap again quicker than you would need to. It's really easy to save money. You just have to make up your mind to cut in small ways to do it. Let me know how easily you saved $10 this week. Have a great day.